Hey everybody, it's Kathy Weiss. Welcome to Monday Messages and this week's live intuitive reading. I'm coming to you from my new reading room. I'm so excited. Y'all, this room is so cozy and inviting and warm, and it's just full of so much love, and I cannot wait to get started doing healing sessions. Healing sessions in this room with you, whether we're live in person together or we meet up via Skype. The energy of this room is so strong and delicious that even if we're working together via Skype because you're somewhere else in the world other than close to me, you're going to feel the energy of this room no matter where you are. So I'm so brimming over with delight to be here with you today and get into today's live intuitive reading. And I just wanted to shout out real quick that if you're kind of curious and you're kind of intrigued, this new energy of this new space is so wonderful. I would encourage you to jump in and take advantage of some of the introductory rates that I have going on now through the end of March. And just get it. So if you don't come out of the cup today, get in there and take advantage of that stuff. So for those of you who are new and just meeting me for the first time, I'm a highly sensitive intuitive, and that means I'm going to read and interpret your energy and deliver the healing messages that you need to hear now. And then once I've done that, I'll pull an oracle card, which is an inspirational tool that will help drive the conversation forward. And I actually have two different decks out with me today, depending on who comes out of the my teacup hat and which energy they're needing for today. I'm feeling slightly compelled to warn you, I may drop a couple of grown-up words. So if you have sensitive ears or you're at work or something like that and you want to put your earbuds in, just in case, I'm not sure, but let's just be prepared. So I have probably close to a dozen names in my hat today, and some of them I know pretty well, and some of them I don't know at all. Super fun. I had such a blast giving everybody their mini energy reading this morning because they were all so unique and different. There was nothing alike today. So it's always really helpful to me to close my eyes when I'm about to pull the name out so that we trust that the right person is going to come out and that I'm not going to be compelled to choose. And I've got two here and I feel stuck. Okay, I'm going to peek at the two. Oh, that's why. And I was totally thinking if this happened, that this was what was going to happen. So one of the names that came out was Lindsay. So Lindsay, sister, here's the deal. What I felt this morning when I checked in on your energy, I saw the exact same image that I communicated to you day before yesterday. Exactly the same image, and it just says encouragement that yes, you're doing it and keep going. So I love you, sister, and if you and I want to talk, we can talk, but we'll talk later because there's nothing new right now for you to hear. So Erin is the other name that came out of my hat this morning. So Erin, here's what was really interesting when I checked into your energy. And if you are watching live, Erin, please feel free to make some comments along the way. And those of you who are watching live, even though you're not Erin, if you have questions or comments about the process, absolutely jump in. So I'm going to dive in. Erin, so neat. All of your chakras are glowing in a beautiful, strong color that is appropriate for each of your chakras, all seven. So we've got red, orange, yellow, green. Wait, am I doing? Yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, white light. Everything is totally glowing perfectly. But I do like a little stick man. You can see the little stick man, and there's this zigzaggy line happening between your second and third chakra, and it's sort of the energy is not flowing. So we've got your downward energy that comes down to the fourth chakra, and then the upward energy is 1, 2, and 3, and everything is supposed to meet at 4, but for some reason between 2 and 3 it's nothing is flowing or communicating. And it feels to me like pain or injury, or and frustration. So if there is some sort of an injury or something that you're recovering from, this was like really super cliche when I checked in to listen to this, but what I heard was time heals all wounds. And so while you may be frustrated in this healing process, to give yourself the time that you need to heal and to ask yourself this question: what quiet, gentle things can I do now to grow and expand my soul while my body heals? So, what I'm even hearing right now is that this time is being provided for you to quietly tune inward and do a little bit of deeper exploration. And some of the exploration that you and I discussed maybe about 6 or 8 weeks ago now, that this is a time for you to explore that a little bit deeper, and to take advantage of the quiet time that is presented to you. So let's pull a card, Erin, and get a little bit more information for you. And if Erin were watching live, or if we were working together live in person, I would give her the option of choosing between the two decks. This is the Mother Mary Oracle deck. I love this deck. Super loving, feminine, awesome messages. And this is Dr. Christiane Northrup's Women's Body, Women's Wisdom deck. And for some reason, I'm feeling really drawn to this deck today. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And it's a really stiff deck. So I shuffled it almost like you would shuffle playing cards right before today's video. And then a card kind of like fell out and pulled itself to the top. So if Erin was with me, I would give her the option of cutting the deck, but since she's not, I feel really good about pulling this card from the top today. And the card that came up is Fertility and Creativity, and down at the bottom it says Regroup. And one of the things I love about this particular deck is that it's mainly designed to pull forth more inspiration, more intuitive energy from both the receiver and the giver, or the one who's passing along the messages. And when I hear regroup, I'm just hearing a reiteration of what I was mentioning, and is that using this quiet time of physical healing to mentally regroup. Don't lose focus on the end game. And so, because Erin and I worked together in person, like I said, about 6 or 8 weeks ago, so I know that she knows when I say the end game. She knows what I'm talking about. And I think maybe, Erin, that you have a little bit put that on the back burner, which is fine. But if you leave it on the back burner too long, it's going to get cold and die off. And your soul, the expansion of your soul and the growth in the direction that will provide you the greatest satisfaction is towards that long end game, that 6, 7, 8 years down the road projection, or maybe even, all I'm hearing, if you would take it off the back burner and move it to the front, it could be 2 or 3 years. And so to not lose sight of that. And if you want, I can pull the guidebook out that goes along with this deck. And unlike the deck that I use in most of my videos, the descriptions for each card, let me just flip to any one right now so you can see. The descriptions for each card are like a little tiny paragraph, as compared to this deck where we're talking about like 2 or 3 long pages of information. So it can't hurt to pop in and double check on the meaning of this deck. So I'm just turning to the correct page, and what I'm hearing in this fertility and creativity and regroup, Erin, is that the end game that we're kind of alluding to together is a type of creation, and it's a type of gestation where there's going to be a lot of work behind the scenes before there is visible progress. And so this regrouping is for you about doing the behind the scenes work and trusting that eventually there will be physical evidence of it in the world for other people to see besides yourself. So here, this one is actually, for this book, a little bit longer than the rest of them, but I'll go ahead and read it for you, or see if anything jumps out at me that I feel is really, really important. For every idea or fertilized egg that actually takes root and grows, there are thousands that are stillborn, miscarried, born prematurely, or never even reach the stage of conception. This is part of nature's wisdom. When you've done everything in your power to create something and it's still not happening, you sometimes have to simply let go and allow that particular form to die. And what I'm hearing is career-wise, that the career that you're in now will eventually need to taper off, and as this, it says die. I don't feel like die is the right word, but just taper off to where it is not a significant contributor to your life, as this long end game becomes the contributor to your life. Remember that doing so creates compost for new creations. And so, yeah, what I'm hearing is that will have to eventually become a priority in order for this new life and this new creativity to grow and expand for you. Okay, when a creation fails or comes up against insurmountable outer forces, ask yourself, is this creation meant to be? Listen deeply for the universe's answer. So I'm really strongly encouraging you, Erin, to move and to take the pot off the back burner and start moving in this new direction. But you will. It doesn't matter what new direction you're moving into. You are going to come up against obstacles and challenges. And what I'm hearing is that those are to help you, like, to fuel the flame and to, like, really drive you forward. Because if it were all easy, it would almost be like a disconnect. So part of the joy, okay, for you, and this is not for everybody, this is what I'm hearing, for you is that part of the joy is that you're gonna have to get in there and it's gonna get a little bit mucky, but that's what makes you feel alive, is overcoming those challenges and those obstacles. So when you come against them, rather than being like, I don't think this is the right direction, what I'm hearing for you is to be like, yes, thank God for these obstacles, because that means I'm moving in the right direction. I get to learn and grow and overcome these obstacles, and the new stuff is really going to come to fruition for you. I'm just listening if there's any more. And it sounds like for right now that we're complete. There is a lot of physical world stuff that needs to happen for you. And so to start taking your steps again, start taking your steps. And if you don't know which step to take next, that's when you're going to reach out to other people for guidance and suggestions, people who have paved the way, like people who have gone down the path that you want to go down, to start looking to them and asking them, like, what is my next little baby step? Just my baby step, just my baby step. And 1,000 baby steps add up to a journey that is incredible and so far from where you began. So there you go. Erin, woo! Super awesome intuitive reading for you today. If your name did not come out of the cup, but you were in there, like I said, I've got some introductory rates for all of my services through the end of March. And if you're curious or intrigued at all, I totally recommend that you reach out and message me, and let's hook up and hang out in my awesome, new, loving, high vibe, incredible reading room that I'm absolutely in love with. Thanks so much for watching live this week, y'all. We'll be back next week for sure. This is too much fun to not keep doing. So see me next Monday, and have a beautiful rest of this Monday. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. Namaste.